Game 1 of a 3-game road trip for the Montreal Canadiens. Last night they were in Utah, and Adam Engstrom was set to make his NHL debut. Solo lap, no bucket, nobody getting ran over by an old bingo lady in a minivan. Just positive vibes for the Canadiens to start this road trip. Now, this game review is indeed brought to you by the good folks over at Mirage Trading, where the Black Friday sales event has officially begun. You can now get up to 50% off some of these hobby boxes at Mirage right now. It's just an excellent time to go Christmas shopping. It can all be done online, which means you don't even have to risk being trampled. And if you're interested in checking out some of these deals, you can find their links in the description of today's video. Alright, here we go. Habs. Mammoth. The puck is dropped. And the very first thing that I noticed during this hockey game was that the Evans, Anderson, and Junkie line, they were just being an absolute handful out there. Every time this trio was on the ice, they were causing chaos in Utah's zone, which made it a really good start on the road. And eventually, when this Utah team starts running into a little penalty trouble, that good start is about to get a whole lot better. Zachary Bolduc gets the party started with his 5th goal of the season on the power play. And right before the first period comes to an end, it's going to be the captain, Nick Suzuki, who gets another one. We got a 2-goal game. For the first time in like 96 years, we got a goaltender who looks like he's in the zone. The Habs, they got him right where they want him. And when the second period begins, it looks like the Habs, they're going to pick up right where they left off in the first. But then, I guess, well, it happened. Alexandre Carrier heads to the box. He takes a penalty for dumping the puck over the glass. And Utah gets a bit of life in him because they strike on the power play. It's don't be hating. He drags his team back into it. He drags them back within a goal. And from that point forward, I mean, not only did the Habs blow their lead, not only did they shit the bed, but they start rolling around in it. It was disgusting. I hate it when they roll around in it. Carrier again. God. He's going to leave his man. He's about to hunt down this loose puck. Turns out that was not a good idea. And now Yamamoto, he's got it all tied up at 2. And with 6 minutes left to go in the period, here we go again. It's Joe Veleno. He's going to get outworked, outmuscled. And for the first time this game, now the Mammoths pull ahead of the Canadiens. They got a 1-goal lead. And believe it or not, it could have been a whole lot worse. That was just pure domination by Utah during the second period. And they actually go on to outshoot the Canadiens 13-5 during that frame. Everybody on the East Coast had stayed up to watch this shit at this point. They're all angry. They're starting to act like a bunch of bipolar bears. So now we move on to the third period, and this is where the Habs, they're looking for a bounce, okay? They're looking for a chance, and they're about to get one. It's Yamamoto, one of the heroes in the second period. He gets caught for this little freehand tug here on the arm of Juraj Slavkovsky. And I mean, at this point in the game, the Habs were already 50% on the power play. They were looking to make it even better. They were looking to go 2 for 3. Juraj Slavkovsky, he gets one. Vemelka was nowhere to be found on this one. He wasn't even close. The Canadiens, they look like they got it all tied up at 3, but no. Andre notices that Slavkovsky was offside when the Canadiens crossed the blue line on this play, and the goal comes back. What a shitty situation. You know what? I feel like a lot of teams, especially on a road trip, they could have just tossed in the towel after this one and completely gave up. But credit to the Canadiens, who get right back to work, and this time, they got the machine guns going. Look at that. Holy shit. This puck eventually finds its way to Nick Suzuki, who gets his 2nd goal of the game. It's all tied up at 3. And just a minute later, it's the rookie, Ivan Demidov, who snipes home his 5th goal of the season right out of nowhere, and he puts the Canadiens back on top. Utah, they can't believe it. They don't even know what hit them. And even though the ice is tilted at one point, I mean, they try and answer back. They fire everything they possibly can towards Dobie. I'm pretty sure they even hit the post at one point, but Dobie was locked in. He makes 31 saves, and the Canadiens, they go on to win this hockey game by a score of 4-3. Now, was it pretty? Come on, absolutely not. But still, that's a couple of big points, and there was definitely a couple of big positives to take away from this game. Now, Jakub Dabiš, this young man, he's definitely earned himself another start after that game last night, or at least in my opinion he did, because I'd put him right back between the pipes again on Friday if it were up to me. you know, just to build up his confidence a little bit, just to show him that he's earned it. And of course, regardless of the outcome on Friday night, I'd probably go with Montembeault on Saturday, just because of the back-to-back situation. Another bright spot from last night's game, I mean, Florian Junkie should not be going anywhere at this point. Sometimes you call these guys up, you know, because they're putting up big points in Laval and you just need them. But in this case, it's not even the points that the Canadiens were lacking, all right? It was definitely some sandpaper, some identity on that bottom six. And I don't care what anyone says, over the past couple of games, Florian Junkie has definitely been bringing it. He looks great on that fourth line with Jake Evans and Josh Anderson. I really like the energy that they brought at the start of the game last night. And I know they got a new guy right now, Texier, but it would definitely be sending the wrong message if you bring Texier in for Junkie right now. If anyone's coming out, it's either going to be Veleno or Davidson. Just saying it. That's my thoughts on it. So let's move on now. Let's take a look at some of the production out of some of these guys. Nick Suzuki. Slickless. He picks up a few extra points from that game last night. He's now up to 26 on the season. Just incredible production. He's got over 400 points in his career now, so shout out to him. And you know what? He's not the only player that's over a point per game. Our little bundle of joy. He's got 23 points in 22 games. Lane Hudson continues to dominate offensively. And how about Ivan Demidov, who just doesn't get nearly enough credit? He leads all rookie skaters in points right now, and he's been leading them in that category for quite some time. He's got himself 18 points in 22 games, and last night he tied Guy Lafleur as the 5th fastest Habs rookie to record 20 NHL points in the expansion era. So, I mean, that's some pretty good company to be in. Now, as for the standings, the boys, they're on a little 2-game winning streak right now. That win last night puts them in 4th place in the Atlantic. They've got games in hand on pretty much everyone here, okay? The Habs only played 22 games so far this season. I mean, you got some teams like Boston who already played 25. Next up, the Habs are going to be in Vegas on Friday. And just a little heads up to everybody. Unlike last night, the game on Friday is going to be early. Okay, it's going to be 4 o'clock Eastern. And on Saturday, they're going to be squaring off against the red-hot Colorado Avalanche. And that game is going to be early as well. So that's going to do it for today's video. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest win last night, but again, I'll take it. My apologies if this one sucks. I'm kind of tired. I might even have to give myself a Stone Cold Stunner before I head out to work now. But if you could give that like button a Stone Cold Stunner, maybe that would be good luck. So let's get some stunners going before the weekend. And hey, I'll see you next time.